Okay, the recording is now ongoing. I have to apologize in the beginning that I have a bit of a flu, as you can probably hear. Thankfully, you won't get the virus through this online meeting, but I might sometimes have to mute myself for coughing and sneezing and everything that is involved with having a lovely summer flu. But so welcome to the steering group meeting to you all, and I will start by checking. We'll start by checking quorum. So Minna Koskinen is present. Merja Mölter is also present. Can I ask you to please switch off your microphones when you're not speaking? Thank you. Katrina is also here, and you also have your lovely colleague with you, whom I'm sure you'll present to all of us in a moment. Lilia is here. Yes. Alona Martinenko. Do we have Alona? No? Alona Martinenko is not here.
Шановні колеги, чи є Альона Мартиненко присутня?
Апостолов є?
No, we don't have any answer from them.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Pavlo Solomchuk is present. Nice to have you. And Sergei Romanchuk, is he present? Yes, no.
Yes.
Sergei Romanchuk is also present.
Okay, thank you. And then we have some additional participants who are sort of not the part of the official quorum. So we have Irina Lesko in the role of the translator, and then we have Mari in the role for sort of the financial admin from our side. And then the other participants can listen in and can contribute, but they will not be added as official participants in the agenda. So I confirm quorum. We would have quorum even if just Irina and Lilia were present from the Ukrainian side. And as there are no such things in this meeting or on the agenda in this meeting that would require voting, the quorum is not really important either. So our next point on the agenda is the review and approval of the previous meeting's minutes. Are there any notifications or corrections or questions regarding the steering group number 3 meeting minutes?
No.
No, nothing from Merja. Nothing from anyone else either. Then I guess we'll approve the previous meetings minutes. And then we'll move on to the rest of the agenda today. The most important issues that we are going to be talking about today are going to be in points 4 and points 5. So the work package updates, where our main focus is on work package 2 and work package 5, and then also point number 5, the Ukrainian steering group update regarding the results of the market research. Is there a need at this point, Irina and Lilia, to translate something to the Ukrainian partners?
Okay, I just wanted to add at the moment, I see that Alona Martinenko's name is crossed out, but we see here she is present and she's in the chat.
Okay. And I don't see her. Or I don't see her name, at least.
Пані Альона Мартиненко, будь ласка, покажіться, щоб вас побачили, що ви присутні, бо вас не бачать.
Вона по імені шукає, вони казав скорочено.
There is the acronym of their school on the screen.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I didn't see anyone wave their hand or raise their hand when I said the name, so but I know that you know your partner, so I trust you. All right, so everyone is present. Any translation needed for the Ukrainian partners at this point?
На даний момент чи потрібна якийсь переклад синхронний щодо того, що щойно прозвучало? Було поставлене питання, чи все у вас влаштовує в протоколах, які вже розміщені в Teams? Чи потрібно робити якісь поправки? Шановні колеги, українські партнери, будь ласка, дайте відповідь у голос. Так або ні? As I don't see any votes for the minutes, I guess everything is okay and we agree with the
Okay.
minutes.
Thank you. So we can continue. Some quick project management updates first before I give the floor to Minna. Some of the documents that I had or we had planned to discuss during this steering group meeting won't be discussed during this steering group meeting. Mainly the risk analysis register and the work package monitoring tool, because we have so much else to discuss during this meeting. Those documents will be sent to the steering group members' review well in advance before our next meeting. So you will have time to get acquainted with them and come back with feedback if necessary. But regarding the payment procedures, I wanted to check with Mari and some of the partners if everything is clear or if there are still some outstanding issues regarding the payments.
Yes, so hi everyone. So we have good news. Everything seems to be in place, or not seem to be, is in place for all of the partners. So all agreements have been signed and all planned payments have been completed.
Perfect, thank you. And can you confirm, I think it was Merje who was expecting the first payment. Can you confirm if you have received it?
Yes, I have received all the documentation as well as the first payment. All good.
Perfect. Very good. And then all of the Ukrainian partners have already also received their first payments. Yes or no?
Everyone received the payments except there were some circumstances or problems with Apostolovo. I'm not sure if they have the payment already.
Yes, well, I should comment. Yes, so Alona confirmed that the funds have been successfully received a few weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, all right.
So that is sorted as well.
Excellent. So that part of the admin process is clear and done. Thank you, everyone, for very efficiently and as quickly as possible trying to sort out all the issues. And now we're past that step. And hopefully the next step will then be a bit easier. And yes, any questions regarding the work package 1 issues, project admin issues at this point? We can also come back to them at the end of the meeting in the any other business if necessary, if you don't have anything in your mind at the moment. But because I would like to give as much time as possible today for the work package 2 status and as we need to approve of their first deliverable this month and submit it to the EACA. And also the same the same is true for work package 5. The first deliverable also is due this month. Therefore, we'll need to focus on those. And then we have the big and more complicated issue regarding the market research and the procurement processes that we might not be able to fully solve today, but we will try to work on it as soon as possible. But we're happy to hear today so far the outcomes of the research done in Ukraine. But we'll start without further ado. We'll start with work package 5, and I'll give the floor to Minna. And you'll probably want to share the screen as well.
Yes, please. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, okay. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all. Few words about the needs analysis report, which is now ready. And it can be found in Teams under Work Package 2 folder. And so far we have discussed it in production team meeting a few weeks ago. I also sent it to Lilia and Katrina and Rea by email about a week ago, and I also received some comments from our Latvian partners, Latvian teacher. Thanks, Katrina, for that. And now I just thought I would present some main points, key findings, and the most important takeaways for us from the needs analysis. Just to remind us all what this needs analysis was all about, the purpose of this was to identify the professional development gaps and the needs related to digital competencies and pedagogical skills. We also wanted to understand the teacher's current competence, also sort of institutional readiness for simulation practices, and also stakeholder expectations from the working life. And all this we wanted to know in order to ensure that all the project activities and all the trainings that we provide would respond to actual needs and would therefore benefit the teachers the most efficient way. As you all know, we had these 2 surveys, one for teachers and one for stakeholders, and we received 60 responses from teachers and 13 responses from stakeholders. And we did this needs analysis mainly by descriptive survey analysis. We compared the current competencies that teachers have with the labor market needs, and we reviewed the data, the teacher and stakeholder data, first separately, and then we compared them together. And the main findings and implications, just a few things. The first thing is that the teachers feel quite confident in using many common digital tools and learning environments, and their attitudes towards new technologies are rather positive. And this means that in this project, we can clearly focus on the sector-specific technological competence, drones and tractor simulations, and we don't need to focus that much on like the basic technological skills. And that's sort of good news for the project. The second finding is about the simulation pedagogy. Simulation pedagogy as a method is quite familiar to many teachers, but it's the assessment and feedback are often teacher-led, and the clearest developmental needs concern the design and facilitation of the simulation situations, how to guide the students before, during, and after the simulation, how to provide feedback, and how to support reflection, especially in the debriefing section of the simulation pedagogy. And this means for our project and for our trainings that we provide that we should strengthen teachers' skills to design and facilitate simulation situations in practice. So especially the facilitation skills, and also improve assessment feedback methods and reflective learning in simulation situations. And third, simulation pedagogy is present in many schools and institutions, but it's not yet systematic. So the use is quite uneven. It's present in many institutions, but often the use is occasional or course specific. And teachers are not always aware that what simulation equipment or facilities there are. And in several questions, many of the respondents answered, "I cannot say," especially regarding simulation facilities or equipment. So there might be simulation equipment available, but not all teachers are aware of that. So in this project, when we are or when the schools are getting those simulators, we should also in these trainings, we should help the schools to build shared institutional practices so that there's a clear description of what the what simulation tools there are and what kind of facilities, who can use them, when and where can they be used, how they are used, and where, who is the person or who are the persons you can ask for help if needed. So some sort of shared guidelines for these simulators. The fourth finding concerns of work-life cooperation, which was considered very essential for relevant competence development, especially the stakeholders emphasized this very much. They considered that the current education only partly meets the sector's technological competence needs. And they, as I said, they considered it's really important to have a cooperation between the companies and the education providers. And the takeaways for us here is that all the examples and cases, for example, that we provide, they should be based on authentic work processes. And we should also support the participants in building work-life cooperation in their own contexts, or strengthening the work-life cooperations if they already exist. So somehow find ways to be able to discuss with the working life and the industry, maybe get a good cases, inspiration, learning assignments, learning tasks for the simulations and simulation pedagogy cases from the working life. And the last but not least is about flexible design. Based on the needs analysis and the surveys, teachers and institutions are on very different levels when it comes to simulations and simulation pedagogy, or the equipment as well. And some teachers already use simulations quite regularly, but at the same time, others might have very little or no current experiences at all. So that's something that we need to consider, that the participants have different levels of prior knowledge and prior expertise. So we should be able to provide also some extra materials for those who are on more advanced level, and also just basic materials for those who are just starting. And also, especially when it comes to the online course, we should design the content in a way that is mobile friendly and also available for offline or downloadable use, just in case if there are problems with the internet or power cuts, so that the material could be used also offline. So these are the, like in a nutshell, the key findings and also the implications and the takeaways that we should consider while designing the other activities in the projects or the trainings.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if there are any comments or questions at this point. Or whether
I will ask our Ukrainian partners in Ukrainian.
Yes.
Шановні партнери, чи у вас є якісь коментарі щодо тієї інформації, яка тільки що була Міною представлена про курс? Чи все всім зараз зрозуміло? At least everyone understood everything.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Then I have a question.
Yes.
Which is then linked to what we will be discussing later on in this meeting about the market research and the procurement process. I might be putting you on the spot at the moment, but if you can't answer right now, then we can come back to this question a bit later. But based on the analysis so far, are there practical or technical aspects you think that should be considered when investing in the simulators, when selecting, or sort of when creating the criteria for the procurement process? You might not have an answer immediately, but it's something that I'd like you to think about.
Yes, I will think about that, but I would just say, like, for now, like the first thing that comes is that well, maybe we have to dig into a little deeper from this perspective, because I'm not quite sure whether the data actually gave us anything specific to that question, because it was more about the competencies and skills rather than like real technical issues. But I will I will get back to you
Yeah,
on that.
Yeah, we'll come back to it. I know that
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
complicated issue on many levels. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then what happens next is that, like Rea already said, that this needs analysis report is one deliverable and it's due this month. So the deadline is by the end of this month. It has to be approved by us. And we also have to create a 5-page summary of the report in Ukrainian. And that summary should be published on the project website in Ukrainian by the end of this month. So how are we going to be able to reach that? I suggest that, well, if possible, we can try to approve that today, if possible. If you need more time to, if you haven't been able to read it, and you need some more time to have a look at it, then we can have a, what's it called, written procedure.
Yes, written procedure.
Yeah. So that's you can have next another week to have a look at it and comment on it. So at the 16th of June, by that time, we need to have that approved. And then I will send the final version to Rea. And Rea, you can submit it to the EACA platform. And also I can send the summary to Irina to be translated. And Katrina and our team Latvia will then publish it on the project website.
Right, yeah. I think the summary also needs to be in the deliverable submitted to the EACA.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. So maybe I'm not sure if you have, Irina, already started working on the summary, or
I can create like an English version of the summary, and then that can be that can be translated. Yeah.
Just on an admin and sort of protocol level, this deliverable, its status is so-called sensitive. So it means that we will not share the full report with anyone else but with the EACA, with the Commission, and between the partners as well. So the only thing that will be on the website openly published for anyone to read are the summaries in English and in Ukrainian. But for the benefit of the Ukrainian partners, if it's necessary for you to translate the whole needs analysis report for all of the partners and maybe for your associated partners to read it, if that's what you want, you can obviously do that. But you should note that it is the nature of this report and this deliverable is sensitive, meaning that it's not an open publication for anyone. Only those who are directly involved in the project or those that are the named associated partners. Yeah. But would it be okay if, so first of all, there are several questions here. Does anyone want more time to maybe read through the whole document that Minna has produced? Is it necessary?
Чи потрібно українським партнерам більше часу, щоб ознайомитися з цією інформацією, яку Міна щойно представила? Шановні партнери, відгукніться, будь ласка, скажіть, чи вам потрібно зараз більше часу?
Так.
Ukrainian partners ask for some more time.
Там до 16.
Okay. So if you can, Minna, share the, it's in The current version is in. Do I find the folder?
Yes, it's in work package 2 folder.
2.1.
2.1. 2.1. It's the needs analysis review.
Okay, the draft, the last one. Or the
no, I
version
think it's
0. The version 0.1.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's
Yes, I've copied a link to it and add it to the steering group meeting minutes, and then let's say the deadline for any comments and feedback is the 16th, right?
yes.
16th June, after which it will be, let's see how I'm going to do this. So on the 16th of June, everyone will send an email letting us know that they have approved it, or if there are any changes or corrections or additions that you want, and then we will then mark it and sort of finalize it and mark it as approved by a written procedure. After which then Irina can do the translation of the summary. And then I would need the whole package, and preferably using the deliverable template that I've shared. I'll reshare it again with you. Makes it easier for the evaluators at the commission's end to read them if they follow the same, if deliverables follow the same logic. So let me see, I'll check my calendar. So 16th is a Tuesday. Is it possible, Irina and Lilia, to have the translation ready by the 26th, Friday, 26th of June?
Yes, we will translate everything what will
Perfect.
be needed.
Yes, perfect.
Ні,
And then
26.
on 30th June at the latest. Hopefully already on the Monday on the 29th, but 30th June on the latest. Yeah. Okay, well, I think in my mind, to some extent, this survey analysis, I thank you, Minna, and your colleagues for the nice work that you've done. But as with many surveys and analysis and questionnaires, it maybe gives us more new questions instead of complete 100% sort of clear answers to the mysteries of the universe.
It's only the starting point.
Yes.
In a way.
Perfect. Yes.
Rea, can I ask?
Yeah.
There's the lead beneficiary in the template.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that you, or does it mean the
That's you, the lead beneficiary of the work package.
of the work package and the
Yes.
deliverable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That I was a little bit confused about that. Okay.
Okay.
Another thing is that I would like to mention that Sanna is going to present the results of the needs analysis this week on Thursday in a conference here in Jyväskylä. It's an international conference about it. The conference is focusing on immersive and work-based approaches to enhance practical learning in vocational education and training. And Sanna is going to present the needs analysis findings there. So one dissemination activity also.
Tick the box.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
And
also,
yeah.
And also
Please
we have the needs analysis report is almost finished, and we have also started to started the next steps in Work Package 2, which is the online course. And we've been working with the initial structure and content already. So that's what happens next in Work Package 2.
Perfect, thank you. I was just going to ask you about, what kind of work you've done already on the course structure and the next steps, but you answered my questions before me asking you it, and we'll probably come back, maybe be prepared to lead a conversation on that in our next steering group meeting when we come back after the summer break.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Very nice. Does anyone else want to ask Minna something at this point? If not, then before we move on to Work Package 5, I will just let you know all that we are now planning to, because Work Package 2 will inform much of what will happen in Work Package 3 as well, which is also very strongly linked to the market research and the procurement process. But we've now today actually agreed that Merje, who is the leader of Work Package 3, that she will come to Iisalmi in the beginning on the second week of August, and we will kick off from the European partners side, we will kick off the development of Work Package 3, and we'll probably, Minna and your colleague Sanna will probably invite you to take part at least partially in it, or online if you're not able to travel to Iisalmi. But it's for everyone's sort of knowledge, probably good to know that we're not sitting on our hands, but development work for Work Package 3 will also be kicked off soon after the summer break is finished. But yes, before we go into the interesting and exciting but slightly confusing process regarding the market research and procurement, I'll give the floor to Katrina and her colleague. I think we have another Lilia in the team now. Welcome, Lilia, and please, the floor is yours. Work Package 5.
So thank you, Rea. Thank you, Minna, also. And I will start with introducing my new colleague. Since I will be leaving from 1st of July, we're starting the process of kind of giving the tasks to Lilia. So this is Lilia. She will tell you a bit about herself.
I don't know what to tell about myself, but I work the same school as Katrina, as a earth science and biology teacher, and I will, step by step in this month take over the task. And Katrina is showing me everything now, and I'm slowly starting to understand what it's all about. I have almost no experience of coordinating projects, but I have been to many Erasmuses myself, exchanges and so on. So yeah, what else? I don't know. Yeah, happy to meet you all.
So as I said to Lilia, none of you bite. It's sad that she didn't get to meet you in March, because that was the only project partner meeting we are supposed to have in this project. But I think it's gonna work.
Yeah, do we have other choice?
No, yes, and regarding Work Package 5, for today, I had the plan to show you our new and updated website. However, our programming teacher let me know that he ran in some kind of sort of issues with the server or something. I don't know the specifics. So when the website is done and you can see it, I will send you a link via email, or Lilia will. We will see
when it comes.
When it comes,
Yeah.
yes. So unfortunately, I apologize for that. I had planned to show you the beautiful website. I saw it myself last week, but yes, unfortunately, some sort of issues. But hopefully during this week he will be able to solve it, and then we will ask the Ukrainian partners to please translate probably in Word documents the part that are in the website, included in the website already, and then he will put in the Ukrainian translation. Because as we already discussed, that's what's promised, a website in 2 languages, but it's quite difficult, and we need we need a Ukrainian translation as well. That's regarding the website. The second part is the strategy, the dissemination and impact strategy, which is almost done, but still in development. I am not sure about showing. We have also Rea and I working together. We have created some annexes, but there aren't all of the annexes, so I'm not sure if we show them or not. Rea, what do you think?
Sure, yes, go ahead, please show what is already there. And then this is not, this is, the document is also due this month, so we will send you a sort of a final ask for, go in there, check it if there's anything. And I have taken Julia's comments. Julia sent me an email with some questions. We will take those into consideration as well, but it's still a little bit work in progress.
Okay, do you see it? Does everyone see it?
Yes.
Okay, so this is how it looks. As Rea already mentioned, that the template for all the deliverables are the same. So what's included? A lot is included. It's a lot, but this is a file that if you have any doubts regarding logo use or anything that you still need to do regarding dissemination, then this is the file where you will be able to check if everything is okay. And we also have some checklists made that you can use for further assurance. So here we read some questions still left, but it should also be this week that we finish it and again ask for a Ukrainian translation. Also, while I'm on the subject about Ukrainian translation, would it also be possible to translate this impact strategy until impact and dissemination strategy until the 26th of June?
Okay, there is no problem. Everything will be translated.
Okay, great, because we don't have a lot of time, and this is also a month 6 deliverable, so, and we need it in both languages, but it's good to hear that it will be possible. Yes, I don't think I will go further for now. Once it's done, then we will send the version that is done. And regarding the annexes, this is, for example, an annex that can be used to help you. It's an event evidence checklist. So it has the kind of not spots, but kind of it just helps you to see if you have the registration list, if it's even required, what it applies to, and who is responsible for example, the same registration list. So this is one, and hopefully it will show. Oh, no, that's the needs analysis. I will click that. So everything, as always, is available under Work Package 5 in MS Teams. For this, it's the impact and dissemination strategy, the revised version. And then here, for example, this is what Rea has created, the photo, video, and audio consent form. So if you have on-site, especially on-site events that you need to organize, then you also need a consent for photo, video, and audio usage, probably photo and video. So this is also, and then we have a couple of annexes that are still in development, which you will also be able to see on your own time when we send you the finished version. So I think that's about it regarding the impact and dissemination strategy. Maybe someone has any questions.
That document you just showed, the video, what was it? Audio, video. You just the. Oh, you mean that when I have an on-site event, then I have to record it? Is that such a retirement?
No. On-site
Okay.
events,
Not
you do not need to record, but it is advisable that webinars are recorded.
Yes, that was a very strong recommendation from the ESEA that any online activities that are part of the indicators for the project, that they should be recorded and the recording to be kept in case somebody wants to check if things really took place. And note that this photo, video, and audio consent form is required if any photos or video or audio is used for dissemination. So if the people are taking part in a webinar, for example, then you need to make the participants make them aware that the event will be recorded. And if they don't want to appear on the video, or if they don't want their voice to be heard on the video, then they should keep their microphone and their camera off for the whole duration. But because if you take like a group photo or a screen grab of all the participants of the webinar, then you can just sort of orally say this and ask for their approval for using it for reporting and for dissemination. But if you have an on-site event, so you're actually physically present with people there, and you want to use those photos or videos or audio on the website, for example, or in social media, then you should use this form to get their approval for use of their image or their voice.
Right. Okay. Thanks. But just to be clear, when we already talking about the dissemination and say dissemination activity, then usually you have the participant list and you need the agenda. When it comes to the CB project, do you also need the photos, or is there any other requirement that is needed to prove that you have carried out the dissemination event?
For on-site
events? Yes. Like even for the trainings, if the partners will come to our school to do the teacher training.
Yeah.
Are there any other documentation apart from what is normal procedure, signature list, agenda?
No, but then again, it's good practice and recommended that then there's some dissemination done based on that. And then just sharing the agenda on the website, for example, is a bit boring. So it's probably better to have the approval to take some pictures of the event, the on-location event, and use them for dissemination.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But you can also check the event. I don't know if you can see it now. I opened it. The Annex 2 event evidence checklist, because here you have the program, participant registration list, as you mentioned, screenshots if it's an online event, photographs, yes, any presentation materials should be saved and shown. And of course, EU visibility evidence, as always. Remember that co-founded by the European Union should be the largest and most noticeable logo, and then of course our project logo and your organization's logo.
Mm.
Yes. Any other questions? Okay, then I will stop sharing now. Yes, also a side note, thank you all for filling out the dissemination plans. So everyone has done it. And now the next part is filling out the reports with all the dissemination and events you do hold within this project. And then in probably May, I'm looking at you because you will have to do it. The process of the interim reporting will happen, where we will take all the information you have put in the dissemination report and put it in a deliverable for the EACA.
Yeah, that's the time for the interim reporting, both the financial and also all the activities that we have done so far at that time. It in a way feels so far away, but it's getting closer. Minna, you have a
I have a
question?
question. Should we document, like, where should we document all this? Should we put them in Teams somewhere? I mean, all the
Yes, the form.
video consent forms, and if we make social media posts, should we take screenshots and dates and all that? How should we document that?
So regarding social media posts themselves, those can be provided as links. No need for screenshots. Only if
Okay.
you're worried that it might disappear, but it shouldn't. It should still stay there. But the rest, I can make in Work Package 5 probably folders for each organization. And then each organization could put all the signature lists, for example, if it's an on-site event. For webinars, then recordings could be included, but I think it should be on MS Teams. Everything you can choose if you want to put them in first on your organization's own file system. That's what I usually do, and then when comes next year, you can put all of them. You can pick one day, and all the evidence can be put in MS Teams then, or you can do it every time you have an event or anything to disseminate.
So, for example, what I've done here is that for the LinkedIn post that we've made, I've just added the link here because it's the post is there. I haven't taken a screen grab of the LinkedIn post. So I've added into our report like this. And then I think I might have already, I'll have to check, but I think I've already uploaded some documents regarding our dissemination activities, and I've uploaded a screen grab of an event. And then I don't remember which folder I put it, but I have to look into it. Yeah, but Katrina will advise us on if it's available only as a link and available as a link, then you can put it into the last column of the dissemination report. And then if it's some other kind of document, then Katrina will create a folder for you to put them. I think there are instructions in the dissemination and impact strategy. There are instructions on how to name the documents.
How to name documents.
Yeah, so that they are then easy for Katrina and Lilia in the future to find and collate. Yeah. Very good.
Good.
Thank you. Any other questions regarding impact and dissemination?
Well, I do.
Yes,
again.
go ahead.
Not the strategy though, but maybe kind of going on for the next steps, because this concerns the work package 2 as well, because in work package 2 and in the online course, we have to be able to show that the teachers and participants have learned something. So we have those impact objectives there. So how are we going to reach those? And maybe should we organize a meeting somewhere in August, September, where we should discuss these together with, because I mean, we have to create a pre-survey and post-survey, but since you as a work package 5 leader, you probably can't just create those if you don't know the content. And then, so we have to, do our part and then also collaborate with you, but then we have to make sure that we have to have Ukrainian partners there as well, so that we can reach all the goals that we have concerning the work package 2 impacts.
Maybe we could have a production team, extended production team meeting, focusing on the quality assurance and on the surveys that are required. What do you think? Because then that will also then inform the rest of the work packages regarding these issues. So possibly beginning of September. Yeah,
sounds good. Yeah.
Lilia and Irina, you have a question or comment?
We just have a question concerning the minutes about our Ukrainian partners meetings. Should these minutes also be added to the teams, to Teams?
Yes, please. And also a summary or key findings in English.
Okay.
Because the EACA might ask for them, so it's easier if you have already a quick summary of the meeting contents, so that if they ask for them, then I can just download them and upload them to the communication system. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
September extended production team meeting in the beginning of September. Okay. I will send a query about suitable dates. Okay. Thank you. We'll come back to both work package 2 and work package 5 before at least the European partners will be leaving on their summer breaks. I'm not sure when are the Ukrainian schools going to have a break in teaching at some point, or will you press on through the summer months?
We will have holidays as well as you.
Yeah.
In July and at the beginning of August.
Okay.
But at the end of August, all the teachers, all the teaching staff is at work.
Okay, that's good. We'll come back to the timing issue at the end of this meeting when we agree on the next steering group meetings, etc. So I'll give the well, having said that, regarding work package 5, my idea at the moment is that because Lilia from Latvia is new, and also Julia from Ukraine, responsible for the dissemination at the Ukrainian end, is also, I presume, relatively new to these types of projects. My suggestion is that we set up meetings, monthly meetings, to discuss work package 5 issues together with myself and Lilia and Julia. If Julia needs Irina to be there for translation purposes, then that would be fine as well. But would that be okay if I set up some meetings once a month to just talk about the work package 5? issues, outcomes and deliverables, etc., etc. Is this okay for Julia as well?
For Julia, it is okay also.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so we'll come back to that. I'll add that to the agenda and then I'll come back to you as well. But then, without further ado, I'll give the floor to our Ukrainian partners to give us a brief summary of findings of their market research so far. And I've already sent Lilia and Irina another meeting invitation next week. Is that time okay for you? Yeah, because there are several issues that will take a lot of time to discuss and sort out. And there are, well, we'll come back to it. So we'll get your presentation now. We'll hear the findings so far. Maybe Minna and Merje might have some thoughts and ideas yourselves or questions, and then we will come back with Lilia and Irina on this. I think it was it the 17th? No, what day is it? Yes, 17th. So Wednesday next week, when we'll have a separate meeting on this issue as well. But please go ahead. Share your findings.
Lilia is sharing the presentation.
Є, все.
First of all, I would like to say that all Ukrainian partners had meeting on May 26. As we had this meeting postponed, we decided to have some more time for our research. So all the partners tried to do their best. And here you can see just the names of our schools. Then I'd like to say that our main purpose was to identify innovative technologies that can support the digital transformation of agricultural vocational education within our project. Of course, we used all possible tools to find the solution for our task to research the market. We used AI tools. We also used open sites, open sources to research the market. We tried to communicate with the producers of simulators. We did short website analysis and so on. As for the segments which were identified, these are tractor simulators, agricultural machinery simulators, drone simulators, and so on. The main solution you can see is represented in this table. On this slide, you can see the names of producers in the first column. Tenstar, Acreos, and Creanext are the best producers to our point of view. Except these producers and the sites of the producers, other sites were also also taken into account, but we just want to single out that the first 3 producers are the best for tractor simulators. Also, I would like to say that we have really good expert in Apostolove, Dmitro Kizik. He made great contribution into this research. The information was given into MS Teams in the tablets which were prepared for us, but under the folder which is called Market Research, there is one more link created by Dmitro Kizik, and detailed information about these best producers can be also found under this link. As for the drone simulators, we had some more issues. Probably, I would rather say, as we research Ukrainian market and market abroad. At the bottom of the table, you can see that Ukraine produces different drone simulators, but we have no samples suitable for this project concerning agricultural drones. All the drones produced in Ukraine now are military. The variety is great, I would like to say, but as for agricultural drones, the best samples are Simnet Aura, DJI, Xeng, Zephyr, which are in the first 4 lines on this in this table. As for the trends and our research shows that European simulation platforms are no longer only training tools. They have become integrated educational ecosystems supporting skill development, assessment, and digital transformation in vocational education. Of course, we all understand the benefits of the drone simulators, but as for challenges, you can see the main challenges on the screen, but we would like to add, except these challenges, we also have some peculiarities concerning the drones. The first one, as for procurements, in Ukraine, there is an open tender system and a special kind of process of procurement. We have in electronic public procurement system called Prozoro. And I should say that to finish this open tender process, we will need a lot of time, and we will need all the documents to be this procurement done. And as for another challenge which Ukrainian partners single out during our meetings is the problem of further maintenance of these simulators, because we could see, for example, some prices for these simulators. We could see some characteristics, but it should be also research how to fix these drones in further in future, actually. So as for conclusions, you can see them on the screen. The conclusions are based on the market research. The following conclusions were identified. The market offers a wide range of mature simulation solutions for agricultural education. Tractor and agricultural drone simulators demonstrate the highest potential for the implementation in VET institution. European solutions provide advanced analytic VR environments and instructor management system. Simulation technologies support safe, cost-effective and competency-based training. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you. You also had a connection with or a potential new provider that does not yet have a simulator, but is possibly developing one. Could you say a few words about that?
Can you please repeat the question?
You sent me a question or some information about a potential producer of a simulator a Ukrainian producer who might be able to develop and build a simulator, but they don't have one yet.
Yes, there is one designer bureau which produces the simulators, but they are not suitable for tractor simulators. They just producing combines.
Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting question, and obviously there are many risks involved in this whole process, and it's not going to be an easy task to do. There's your procurement system, like we all have in the European countries. We also have similar type of procurement and tender systems where we have to submit our requests, and it's a really it's a complicated skill to be able to describe what it is that you want to buy, that you don't just get the cheapest one, but that you get the best fit for your needs. So therefore I don't think we will be able to solve the issue today during this meeting, but we will come back to this next week for sure. Others, any comments, any thoughts at the moment?
I have this question that you had this nice table where you saw or you kind of brought out what was the good word you used for it? Sustainability. And for some you had marked high, and for some they were low. Based on what you assessed that whether that is sustainable or not, or what you meant by that? You know what I mean?
So all the information which is in the table is taken from the sites of the producers, and probably sustainability. It means if the producer is able to work with us in future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's obviously, I mean, you can buy something, you can buy a piece of equipment, but then there's the whole life cycle after the project has finished and after the initial use of the machinery. Then there will probably the program will probably have updates, and there might be even some issues in the mechanical parts, and not all simulation providers will deliver or will promise to give support to Ukrainian customers at this point. So that's a very good element to take into consideration.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure that that's what they also meant.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, sure. And then there are, I think, regarding the drone simulations, there are sort of additional questions regarding because some drone simulation, some agricultural drone simulation providers and programs are no longer updating their simulators. They've gone on to produce something else. Then it's probably a sort of a wider field of producers. But then again, some agricultural drone producers who are primarily selling the drones themselves, they include as part of the package a simulator or a simulator program. So that could be an alternative B for the procurement for these drones. But we do need some specific capabilities in the drones to be used for agricultural purposes. And then I don't know if there are any in Ukraine, if there are any restrictions or any sort of specific steps that you have to take if you were to buy an agricultural drone from outside of Ukraine. How will the import regulations and customs, etc., how will they treat a situation like that? This is a hypothetical, but
As far as we know, as Neo Ukraine informed us, there are no special taxes for procurements from abroad for Erasmus Plus projects. It's one of the pluses because it doesn't need extra costs to be
Yes.
added to the price. But again, the question arises about fixing these things from
Yeah.
abroad. It
Yeah.
will be quite difficult. Any fixing will need further connection with the producers, with the and plus, as for example, if we need some fixing for something, yes, we need extra costs for the details and for the delivery and extra time.
Yeah, yeah. These are things that we need to take into consideration for sure. Unless there are any other questions regarding the market research, I thank you all for doing excellent work when it comes to the market research and sort of providing us with a lot of information, and we will continue analyzing the information and data next week. And I hope that I won't be able to promise you that we can start with the procurement process until August and after the summer holiday breaks, because there are still some elements that I need to confirm with the EACA regarding the procurement process. And then if necessary, maybe not, but if necessary, if we then need to ask for an amendment to postpone some of the next steps. So to postpone, for example, the work package 3, some of the deliverables by a couple of months, then I'm sure we can do that. And then we have plenty of time in August to also make the amendment request if necessary. But we're looking forward to organizing the trainer event anyway in March or April in Finland next year. So even if we have to postpone some submissions of the deliverables to the EACA, we then hope that we can have the event in March, April, and then by that time we hope that you will also have the equipment more or less, let's say at the beginning of May next year at the latest, depending obviously or partly also on the procurement process in Ukraine, the open tendering, etc., how long that will take, and so on. So we'll come back to these issues soon, and we'll keep everyone informed on where we are with all these various simultaneous processes going on at the same time. And like I said, even though we don't know yet exactly what kind of equipment you will be piloting with, the work on work package 3 will also start or kick off like for full in August, and I will add the dates of the European partners meeting to the agenda as well, or to the minutes as well, and then we'll have a conversation with Minna and Sanna on how you will be involved in that meeting as well. But then, in order not to take too much of your time and not to go over time, I need to cover the rest of the agenda points here. So risk management, we already somehow talked about the risk management when it comes to the procurement. That's a big element that we'll need to take into consideration. But are there at the moment, in anyone's knowledge, any risks or any potential risks for the progress of our project, other than these balls that are still up in the air and still need decision? There's Katrina is leaving for her parental leave, that we know, but we already have Lilia here to take over her position. Any other changes of personnel or nothing? Nothing? Okay. You don't have to invent a risk if there isn't one, but just wanted to.
There is nothing apart from the political issues that are also threatening us. Then no, nothing to report.
Yeah. It's a volatile world at the moment. We don't know exactly what happens 1 month from the next, but let's hope that nothing such will happen that will have a direct impact on our project. Any other business that was not on the agenda but you would like to mention at this point? Any significant dissemination events other than the international conference that is going to be in Jyväskylä? Any plans in Ukraine to disseminate the results of the needs analysis or?
Ukrainian partners planned some webinars connected with needs analysis, taking into account this information we heard here today.
Yeah.
And to give other schools, vocational schools in Ukraine, opportunity to join the course and to disseminate the results of the project we have at present.
Perfect. Very nice. Yeah. And then before closing the meeting, I would like to suggest the following dates for our next steering group meetings. It's a little bit more frequently than what we have in the project plan. These are roughly around every 5 weeks. But I think we might have, especially because of this procurement process and because the upcoming Train the Trainer event Finland it feels like it's a long time away at the moment. Sort of March or April is such a long time away, but it's actually less than a year and it's going to be here in a blink of an eye. So I think it's probably best to have set up meetings more frequently and then keep them shorter if there's nothing to discuss. How do these dates, can you see, am I sharing my screen? Can you see the dates? So the first steering group meeting would be on the 19th of August. The second one would be on the 24th of September. And then 29th of October. And then the November meeting would be on the 18th of November. All times are from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. We can shorten them if and when necessary, when we see how many things there are going to be on the agenda. Are any of these weeks like holiday weeks or official holidays for you?
For Latvia, 18th of November is our national holiday.
Okay. Is that just that one day or is it?
Yeah, that one.
It's exact day.
That exact day.
That exact day. Okay. So let's see. Could it then be the day after? Could it be the 19th of November? Would be Thursday.
Sometimes they prolong. I will check What
Okay.
is it this
What's the
year?
day? It is?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
It
should be.
fine. Thursday.
Yeah,
Lilia and
19
Irina?
then.
As for the fifth meeting, probably August 19th is too early for all
Okay.
Ukrainian partners because we have vacations. Maybe the 25th or 26th
That's better.
of
Um,
August.
I'm not available that week.
Ага,
Що?
не буде
27. Тобто,
на весь тиждень.
On a personal note, my daughter is getting married, and she and her husband, they will go on a honeymoon, and I'm going to be babysitting the boys all week that week, so no work will be done. But then it would then probably have to be, then it would,
May I then ask Ukrainian partners if it okay for them to leave this date, just to be present at that meeting?
хай так все.
Шановні партнери, тут зараз обговорюється питання ваших відпусток. От п'ята зустріч призначена на 19 серпня. Ми просто знаємо, що ще всі будуть у відпустках, але Рія буде зайнята трошки пізніше, наступний тиждень. Чи підходить оця перша дата для всіх? Дайте, будь ласка, вголос відповідь.
У вересні є
and
24.
I can just add that
Корець підходить дата.
Корець підходить.
Влаштовує.
Мова йде про серпень. Мова про 19 серпня. Згодні?
Бачимо. Влаштовує. Нас влаштовує.
Лісоводи вас влаштовує?
Так,
Підходить.
Так, а апостолове?
Так, влаштовує.
So everyone will be present on the 19th.
thank
you very much.
Thank you. It's very nice, all of you, to be flexible on this point. It's like I said, it's not a professional reason why the following week is not possible for me. It's for personal reasons. Okay. And the other dates are okay. 24th September, 29th October. So the first one is on Wednesday and the rest of them will be on Thursday afternoons. Like I said, not necessarily all of them will be 2 hours, might be shorter. Some of them might be cancelled entirely if there's nothing to discuss and decide. But I think it's better in my experience to block them in our calendars and then cancel if there's nothing to talk about. All right. If this is then agreed, I will close the meeting. I'll work on the minutes of the meeting and I will have them for you tomorrow in the morning before noon. Sometime for you to hopefully go in and check and make sure that I haven't forgotten anything at this point. I will meet with Katrina and Lilia regarding work package 5 issues on tomorrow. And then I will meet with Lilia and Irina regarding the market research and procurement issues next week. And there should always be a very low threshold for you to contact me and send me emails or even phone me if necessary. I will be working until the end of this month, with the exception of Fridays, when I won't be in the office, but all the other days until the end of this month, I'll be working full time, and then I will be away on holiday starting on the 1st of July, and I will be back in the office on the 29th of July. So 4 full weeks away with limited or no access to my work email or work phone. I thank you all for all the work that you've done so far. It's been a lot already in the first 6 months, nearly 6 months of this project. Thankfully, we still have 2.5 years left. because there's still a lot to do. And when you think you've been able to finalize something, you find out and notice that, well, there are a couple of more details still that needs to be considered. But that's the reason why I initially was a little bit apprehensive and thinking about, why did we apply for 3 years? We could have done this in 2 years. But now I'm actually personally very happy that we applied for 3-year funding instead of 2 years, because there are so many small and big details to be sorted and found out about. But it's been really great to start the work with a great bunch of people, and I wish you all nice break when you have time for it, and I hope you get to relax and not worry about the day-to-day events in your regions and in your work life. I get to enjoy family and friends and have some new charge to your batteries. And with some of you, we'll come back to this conversation soonish, and with others, I'll see you again in August. Thank you all. I'll stop the recording right now in case there's anyone who wants to share anything that you don't want to be recorded. And